Hello everyone, and welcome to this video on Total War Warhammer 2, the Laboratory Mode. This video is sponsored by Total War and Intel. They sent me some free goodies in the post, and they also took me up to London last Thursday to record some footage, which is what you're seeing right now. Now, what is the Laboratory Mode? This is the new free update for Total War Warhammer 2, which basically allows you to create the largest Total War battles you've seen in your life. Now, this time last year I was making a lot of massive battles for Total War. However, the frame rate was usually 2 to 3 frames a second. However, with the Laboratory Mode, it changes that completely. What you're going to be seeing is some highlights of the footage that I managed to capture. I had about an hour to capture the footage, and I'm definitely going to be carrying on recording some more in the future. However, it is very taxing on your computer, so you can pretty much vary anything and everything, and I'll show you those kind of little bits and bobs that you can change in a little bit. So here I am selecting a lot of clan rats. Now, I wanted to make it as big as possible while also as stable as possible. So I'm just going to add in a few more as well, and then I'll show you the lab settings. So it's basically what I'm forming up here is a ton of essentially T-Rexes or Croxagars. Are they Croxagars? I'm not sure. I forget the name. Carnosaurs. Feral Carnosaurs. There we go. Feral Carnosaurs against a ton of clan rats. And as you can see, I'm increasing all of the stuff up here. Now, I don't think there was any blood in the build. I didn't see any at least, but that feature will be in if you own the blood pack. So increasing the leadership, the winds of magic, as you can see, I'm also increasing the damage, impact force, and I'm reducing the gravity to 10%. That is going to produce some crazy, crazy battles. So here we go. I believe there are about 40,000 Skaven on screen, and those are 40 feral Carnosaurs. And we're going to see what kind of devastation they can produce. Now, I couldn't even attempt this on previous Total War titles. I believe I don't know what they've done, but they've increased the multi-core support for the engine. So if they're able to port this over into future Total War titles, it is going to be absolute mayhem. Now, instantly, this will probably remind you of Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, but for Total War. And the frame rate that you're getting here, I think I only was recording in 30 frames a second, and it seems like it is running in 30 frames a second. So what you're seeing here is absolute madness. You can see because of the effects the gravity is having right now. As we see, that one's probably called Jeff, and he's having a very bad day. Oh, there's John, it's Tim, all having extremely bad days. But the fact that they've added this in a free update for a Total War title is very nice of them. I always welcome free updates, and the Total War is doing quite a good combination of Total War, free updates along with paid DLC, but I believe this is just going to be a free update for everyone. I hope I'm not misquoting here. At least I think that's what it said on the sheet. But here we have a bit of a... the Skaven are hitting a bit of a brick wall. They're reaching the end of the map and are just plummeting down in a straight line. Oh gosh, excuse me. So what we're seeing here, hundreds of Skaven just falling to their deaths across the entire edge of the map, and the feral Carnosaurs having a rollicking good time. So this is, I would describe it as probably what, Total War on steroids, and I'm looking forward to creating more. So if you've got any suggestions of what you'd like to see, of course, feel free to leave the comment. That Intel, I believe, are sending me a processor, but I don't think it'll be compatible with my PC. However, my PC, despite it being 2 years old, is still alright. So there you go. Yeah, that had 46,000 units on screen. So it just goes to show that you can have huge battles if you have the right rig. Now, they were using, top-end rigs for what we were recording. They're not going to put any limitations on what you can do. Well, 40 by 40 units, and you can have them as 10 times their max size. These are just some high elves going up against some absolutely filthy beasts. Their name escapes me right now. I should have written it down. Help it abominations, that's it. It takes me a while for my brain to come to grips. Oh, that was a very large Tyrion. So you can also increase the unit scale of units that are just like one of them. So the Help It abominations there are also a lot larger than what they would usually be. So the amount of huge machinimas that you're going to see, I imagine they're going to increase exponentially. And I guess the amount of massive battles to channels may make a large return. And they may make a return to this one. Or I could just use my old Massive Battles channel, which only has like 2 videos. So this is a bit weird for me to do a video like this, because I usually record the audio as I record, so this is all post. So if the commentary is a little bit off, I do apologise. But as you can see, rather than Skaven getting thrown about now, it's High Elves. Yeah, Loven Sea Guard. So I think I had a crash just before I recorded this. So I think I was making the battles a bit too large. But again, it was an early access build, and I imagine they're working on stability. In full transparency, I did have a few crashes when I was playing it, but then I was doing 40 by 40 at 10 times the size. There was almost like 100,000 troops on screen. So one thing that will be more appealing than the titles of Epic Battle Simulator is the fact that you can control the units. It's just basically a huge, massive Total War battle that you can run. And while Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator is still very impressive, and it was made by one guy, I do like the fact that you can actually, control the battle, as it were. When I was doing it, I was mainly just letting these scenarios run as what you're seeing, and just seeing the absolute meddling. And enjoying watching the absolute meddling. So I was next to Lionheart and Jackie Fish, and we were both all 3 of us were having a rather lovely time. And here I just had a bunch of High Elves going up against a bunch of Dark Elves, and including a load of dragons, just to see what would happen. And again, absolute madness. And I also again increased the unity the dense, the mass. Anyway, they're bigger than what they should than what they would usually be. So the dragons, I think, are 2 or 3 times the size, along with any lords. But yeah, having massive old dragons is very nice. Oh, was that something that shot off the screen? I don't know, but as you can see, it's just very impressive. Now, that spell there, I thought it'd be more explosive. I'm not very good at Warhammer 2, so the spells are a little bit... I don't really know what they do, so I was just kind of experimenting. But, here are another couple of little action shots. But I would love it if they could port this technology over into future Total War titles, because being able to have lifelike size armies would be absolutely fantastic, especially if they made like another one in the ancient period. Being able to have like an army of 40,000 Romans go up against 60,000 barbarians, or from wherever the Romans are conquering, would just be absolute insanity. And this gives you a glimpse of what I think the Total War team are going to try to achieve in future. So if the technology is there, they're definitely going to harness it. And I think they were using Intel 8 processors, i8 processors, I believe. So you can see why they want to show off this technology. Nice little another shot there of nice little bit of action. And now what you're going to see in a second is, well, I changed it from you can have battles on this kind of scale, but you can also have tiny battles. And this one I've got Mini Teclis versus Mini Malekith, except Teclis' sword... No, it's Tyrion, sorry. Mini Tyrion versus Mini Malekith. So you can have... but the sword on Tyrion doesn't actually change size. So he's got a big old sword, and they're just... I just thought it was quite amusing. So here we have them doing one-on-one combat, and you can see that sword. What a big sword he has. And then I did a little spell, and... Tyrion went flying, so we I made him fly, which was... We'll see him again in a second. But just big thanks to Creative Assembly for bringing me along to the preview event up in London. And also, many thanks to all of the little goodies I was sent from Creative Assembly, Intel and Logitech. I posted a little Instagram post if you want to see all the little goodies I got for this event. They're making kind of a nice big deal about the laboratory, and so they should. And I think he's coming down to the ground. Yeah, there you go, right on the edge of the map. And then I did it once again, but except Malekith shot himself. Yeah, that kind of backfired on Malekith, and he's gone flying in the air somewhere. He shot himself up in the air, and now he's gone. So if you want to see more of this in the future, this game mode in the future, let me know. I'm more than happy to create lots more battles for you. So thanks again. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. And I'll see you very, very soon in another video. And hopefully Malekith will have landed by then. Many thanks to Zazzy, Sam, iSorrow Productions, Super Gibson, Logan, Ultimate, Adam, Miss Lexicon, Blade, Jared, Jeb Bush, The Danimal, Wyatt, and Travis for being ridiculous round of supporters on Patreon, and many thanks to all the other patrons too!